There comes a time in every person's life when the question must be faced. Why am I here? And the answer, though hidden from the casual seeker, is waiting for the one bold enough to demand it from within. The purpose for your life is not created by you, it is discovered by you. It is the divine mind that planted the seed of greatness in your soul. Your duty is not to create a purpose, but to awaken to it. That awakening begins with desire, not just any desire, but the burning desire that refuses to be silenced. That voice is not yours alone, it is God calling you forward on. When you trust that inner voice, you begin to walk in alignment with a power greater than yourself. You may call it intuition, you may call it instinct, but make no mistake, it is God's whisper directing your steps. Every great achievement begins with an act of faith, and faith is seeing the invisible as though it were already real. To walk in God's purpose is to take action on that which you know deep inside is right, even when reason says it's impossible. God does not show the entire staircase. He lights one step at a time. The question is, will you move when only the first step is lit? Most wait for certainty, but those who fulfill their purpose walk with trust. They understand that inspired action is not required of divine partnership. When you move in obedience to that inner urge, you are no longer alone. Heaven joins your cause. On, failures will come. Doubt will knock. But understand this, every setback has a message. Each delay carries instruction. Do not curse your trials, they are servants in disguise. Your endurance in adversity is proof that you were chosen for something higher. Keep praying, and most of all, keep moving. For the ones who walk with God's purpose, do not wait for the world to open doors thee not with faith, and the doors swing wide. And the time is now. The calling is yours. There is a path laid before you, designed before you ever drew breath. Walk it with confidence. Speak as one with authority. Live as one on assignment. For when you walk in God's purpose, you do not walk alone, the entire kingdom walks with you. The definiteness of divine purpose is the foundation upon which a meaningful life is built. Your existence is not a coincidence, nor are you here by chance. You were not thrown into this world to wander aimlessly. You were designed with precision, intention, and purpose by a higher intelligence, the infinite mind that governs the universe with flawless order. Just as no star hangs in the sky without placement, no life is born without purpose. This definiteness means that you are not here to mimic others, to chase trends, or to live by the expectations of the crowd. You are here to fulfill something only you can do. Within you lies a divine blueprint, a sacred assignment that no one else on earth is equipped to carry out. When you grasp this truth and make it your mental focus, life begins to change. Confusion gives way to clarity. Doubt is replaced with determination. You stop asking, what should I do? And start affirming, I will am here for. The moment you accept that your life is a divine mission, you begin to live with power. You walk with direction. You make decisions not out of fear, but from purpose. And the infinite mind, having planted this purpose in you, will move heaven and earth to support you once you choose to believe it and act on it with definiteness. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where God intends you to be. It is the invisible yet unshakable force that carries you over the gap between the seen and the unseen, between your present condition and your divine destiny. Faith is not wishful thinking, it is spiritual certainty. It is the knowing deep within your soul that even when circumstances look dark, a higher plan is unfolding. This bridge called faith does not require evidence, it is the evidence. It's the inner conviction that what you are walking toward already exists in the mind of God. When you walk by faith, you stop depending on the approval of people or the logic of the world. You are no longer paralyzed by what you can't see because your trust is rooted in a greater reality. Faith allows you to take action before the way is clear, to move forward when the outcome is unknown, and to speak life where others only see limitation. It is by faith that miracles happen. It is by faith that purpose is revealed. And it is only by faith that you will ever walk the path God has assigned to you. Without this bridge, the gap remains and you stay stuck in hesitation. But with it, nothing is impossible. Faith is the currency of the divine. Spend it boldly, and the path will always appear beneath your feet. Your imagination is a spiritual blueprint that is far more than daydreaming or fantasy. It is a sacred faculty given to you by the Creator, a direct channel to which divine ideas are delivered to your consciousness. When you close your eyes and see desire is the signal, the inner pulse that refuses to be silenced. Publish the skin of inner pulse, a quiet fire that burns even when the world tells you to settle. It is not random, it is not selfish. When rooted in goodness, purpose, and upliftment, your deepest desire is often God Himself speaking to your soul. You were not created to merely exist, you were made to become. And the pathway to becoming begins with desire. This longing is the spiritual alert system, a divine signal that there is more ahead. Sarin Bilentry list. More within you, more to be unlocked. It is how God nudges you forward, how He whispers, there's something greater I've placed inside you, go after it. Many people suppress their desires, fearing they are too bold, too unrealistic, too much. But God does not give you desire as a tease, He gives it as an invitation. The desire to write, to build, to serve, to lead, to love deeply, these are not accidents. They are alignments. And when those desires are in harmony with truth and purpose, they become sacred. They become holy fuel. Listen to them. Honor them. They are your personal signal from the heavens, telling you, this is the direction. This is the way. Your role is not to question the desire, but to follow it in faith and let it lead you to the life you were designed to live. The mastermind of heaven is the highest source of intelligence, strategy, for the rudder for additional, and guidance you could ever connect. Toned, it becomes available the moment you align your will with God's. In human terms, a mastermind is the gathering of minds in harmony, creating a power greater than any one individual. But when you align your thoughts, intentions, and actions with the will of God, you entered into the most powerful mastermind of alone, where infinite wisdom flows freely and divine solutions present themselves in perfect timing. You no longer operate on guesswork or human limitation. You operate with insight that transcends logic. You receive nudges, visions, ideas, and breakthroughs that you couldn't manufacture on your own. Challenges that once overwhelmed you now appear as puzzles waiting to be solved through divine partnership. This mastermind knows the beginning from the end. It sees the path when you see only a wall, and it never fails. The more you align with it through prayer, faith, and obedience, the more doors open that you didn't even knock on. The more people arrive to help you that you never thought to call. You're no longer striving alone. You're plugged in to the very mind that created the universe. And when you walk with that kind of power, fear dissolves, confusion disappears, and your purpose becomes unstoppable. Obedience unlocks the next step because destiny is not revealed all at once, but unfolded step by step through your willingness to act on divine instruction. And many people wait for the full picture before they move, but the truth is this. God doesn't hand you the blueprint. He gives you one brick at a time. And each brick, each step, each instruction that's revealed through obedience. That quiet nudge in your spirit, that whisper that says, start now, let it go, or take the leap, that is divine guidance in motion. When you obey, even if you don't understand the whole path, You demonstrate trust. And trust is the key that unlocks revelation. Obedience isn't about restriction, it's about alignment. It's how you position yourself for the next level. Every act of obedience sends a signal that you're ready, that you're serious about the calling placed within you. And in response, God opens the next door, introduces the right person, provides the needed resource, or gives the next instruction. Without obedience, your purpose remains paused. But with it, life accelerates. You don't have to figure it all out, you just need to follow the light you have, and more will be given. That's how you walk into your highest destiny. Not by force, but by faithful obedience to the voice within. Every setback is a setup for purpose, because what looks like defeat is often divine direction in disguise. Trials, disappointments, delays, and even failures are not the end of your story. They are part of the design. When doors close or plans fall apart, it's not punishment, it's placement. It's heaven's way of rerouting you from where you thought you should be to where you're meant to be. Setbacks carry instructions. They sharpen your focus, deepen your strength, and humble your heart so you can hear clearly what truly matters. In those moments of pain or confusion, when it seems like everything is falling apart, you are being positioned for a breakthrough you cannot yet see. God never wastes a hardship. Every trial is a tailor-made lesson, a coded message guiding you back into alignment with your divine calling. If you learn to look at your setbacks through the lens of purpose rather than pity, you'll realize they were not obstacles, they were orchestrations. They didn't come to destroy you, they came to develop you. And when you rise from them with greater clarity, faith,